Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, full disclosure, this fan collection thing is definitely a problem. Now, most of the time I get into these fairly cheaply. I try to, as a hobby, keep my costs down because I'm not a wealthy man. Now, I ran into a dude, an old guy, who has a shop, and he collects brass, sells brass and copper. I walked in to talk to him about something not fan related, and he kind of showed me, kind of like a hoarder situation. You wouldn't believe this building, filled with brass and copper and wrought iron and cast iron. Craziness. And this is a pretty, new area here. Not new area, but I live near the city, and rarely do you find anything like this. And I happened to say to him in passing, do you have any brass era fans? And he said, well, yeah, I do. And he showed me a few, and they were dusty and perched up out of the way, and he gave me his cards. He said, hey, you want to come by and look at them again? We'll pull them down, see if they run. And I couldn't get it out of my head. Couldn't get it out of my head. So I went to see the guy, and that was the mistake. I bought this and another one, also 16-inch. That's a Westinghouse. Similar era. Not really either of them in working condition. I've done okay so far on fans, but these two may have been a mistake. I paid more than I wanted to. But we had pulled them down, and I'm looking at him, and he quoted a price I thought was high. These could both be for parts. I don't know if these are actually going to work. Who knows what's really here. Let's take a closer look at it. This is a Western Electric, which I've never really heard of. As you can see, it's got the early style oscillating mechanism. The cord's all a mess and cut, so we don't know if it ever really is going to run. This one is a little on the stiff side. This at least has metal blades. The Westinghouse one looks a lot like this, but it's already got micarta blades, which means it's probably not as old as it looks. So yeah, we're going to start disassembling each of them. I don't really know. I don't really have... I think first thing you really need is the megameter to test for ground fault before you dare to plug something like this in. I don't have that. I have a regular multi-tester, but I don't think that's really enough information for what I understand. This doesn't have a felt on the base. It has a 3-point switch. 1, 2, 3. And again, it's just got this tag, Western. It's not really showing it to you. Western Electric, 60 cycles, 110, it looks like it says. So yeah, this is interesting. It's pretty stiff. It needs wiring. Who knows if this will ever actually run. This could be, I wasn't able to test this one. The other one ran for a second, but I'm not sure that one has any hope either. As you can see, pretty early. This videography is sucking today. Come on, dude. Stupid phone. Anyway, that's what we have. I'm going to try to get something off of it today. Maybe I'll try to get the cage off. So yeah, pretty interesting old fan. Western Electric. The thing that worries me, well, they're not worth anything until you find a buyer. That's the first thing. I'm not buying these to make money, but I'm trying not to lose money. But I might have on these. We'll see. We will see. There is a set screw on this one, but I'm not sure how much that's going to help us. I still don't have a 2-jaw puller. I only have a 3-jaw puller, so that's not going to help with this. And we've got our Western Electric tag, which looks fairly modern. Again, that's kind of what scares me, is that the tag itself doesn't look like it's that old a fan. Who knows? But it's definitely a 16-inch. It's got a very vintage-looking base, as you can see. I don't know much about it other than that. I haven't done any real research yet. But we'll start pulling it apart and see how really bad it looks. Jesus, you know. I mean, I haven't even got the other one apart yet. The other oscillator we just got. The what is it? Mymar products. That's from the 50s. This is quite a bit older, obviously. But interesting. I just want to see what comes apart. As you can see, the cage is bent and a mess. You'll have to go through it and set it right. You can see it's kind of a mess here. But yeah, very, very old. It's just unusual. This is a full-size 16-inch. And you certainly don't see the stuff on Craigslist. The guy had it, you know. I just kind of wanted to rescue them. Paid too much for them. Tomorrow I'll show you the other one. And it's pretty cool looking. I don't know much about it. I really don't know when it's made. And I don't know if it's ever actually going to run. Pretty stupid. Do yourself a favor. Don't buy any fans. Trust me. So there you go. That's what it looks like. Western Electric. We'll see what happens next with this one. Alright, first step, we got the grill off. There's these interesting fasteners. These little L shapes with the screws that hold the grill on to the arms. So the next thing we'll try to do is get the arms off, I guess. I don't really have much hope for the blades. We've got a very nice little brass set screw. Flathead, not Allen key, as you can see. I never do this on camera because I never expect very much. But that came right off of there. Okay, so we're going to find a home for these. We've made some initial progress on the disassembly of this 16-inch Western, Western Electric. So we get the blades off. We'll try and get these arms off of here, and then we'll see what happens next. Here's a closer look on the tag on the Western Electric. Alternating current fan motor, made in the USA. Volts 110, 60 cycles, list number 7854. With maybe a star after it. I'm not sure. But there's no country, town. Doesn't say what town. And that's pretty much what we got. So, as you can see, this is really stiff to move. There was a flat for the key, for the set key there. A little bunged up, but not too bad. We've got wicks on either side and our oscillating mechanism. So I'm going to stop for today. That's enough right there. I can't believe the blades came off. They seem to be brass overall on one side and painted on the other. Not sure if that's original or even how it should be. But they came off. I couldn't believe it. So in order to take these off, you take out these screws. So then we're going to find out how does this come apart. This looks like all one piece here. And then there's a separation here. Yikes. So yeah, Jesus, man. I mean, they're a little out of my scope, and I think I paid too much for them. But it's interesting. So we'll see how far I can get with my skill level. And then at that time, you know, depending on what happens, we'll either give up and wait for professional help, put it back together, or we'll keep going. Who knows? So there you go, Western Electric, and there's another one to show you as well, so stay tuned for that. Don't buy fans. Just stop it. Stop buying them. That's for you and for me. Just stop it. Christ. Okay.